Hello YouTube, welcome to Sunday in the shop. I don't know if I ever showed you how I clean my towel off on my desk. Just take my rule, 6-inch rule scale. Kind of hold on your towel so it don't, and just sweep it off on the floor. You do not want to see the floor in my shop. I have done no spring cleaning. It is a disaster. It is filthy. This weather, rained again last night, 75 degrees out, everything's a mud hole. I haven't even got to my truck to do the lug nuts yet and paint the rims because I mowed yesterday out by my alley behind my big garage shed, and it rained last night. So it's like every time I mow, it's going to guarantee to rain that night or the next day. So we're going to go off and show you our screwdrivers that we did. We showed you the other day we got some old screwdrivers. We'll show you all three of them. Well, I bought 4. I only redid 3. So we'll pause here. This blank screen just looks, boy, this don't look right. Everything's blank here and clean. We'll be right back, so stay tuned. Okay, we'll go over this one real quick. These were 50 cents a piece. I mean, I left two more that was there, and one had $1 wrote on. I didn't know what they wanted for them until I got to the counter. I mean, they've been too much. I probably wouldn't have bought it. But made in USA. It's nothing special. Like I said, it's kind of cheap. I'm not going to polish it. I'm going to leave the tag on it to throw it in the toolbox. Okay, this I cannot get a lot of the nasty stuff off. The Stanley Handyman. But we did polish it pretty good. We'll get back down here. We get too close to the camera. So the clear parts come out pretty good. Not one of my favorites. I never really liked the color or nothing of it. And then I filed it a little bit. It almost looked like one of those ones that's 2-step, like for 2 different size screws. I don't know if you've ever seen one of them. Well, I made it the best I could with my files and everything, all done by hand. So there's that one. Okay, we'll go off to the Miller's Falls. I kind of got carried away up here. I was really trying to get some deep scratches out, and I kind of got it like I said, I'm still learning, kind of melted the plastic. I had to kind of spend a little extra time repolishing it. But you really can't tell it. I mean, there's like a dimple in there. See it? You can probably see it. Came out pretty good. And this was really rusted. This had a little bit of welding spatter on it. So I did everything with a flat file. Okay. Different grits of sandpaper. And then polished it. So I probably used like 220, 500, 1000 grit. After I took a file and took some of the rust off, I actually just took my file, like say this is a file. Don't sit there like this. I mean, just work your way and get the stuff off it. I'd say that was the file. Redid the tip. We're not completely committed because this is going to be for carburetor jets, which is a narrow screwdriver, and this is a little bit thicker here, wider to fit down those jets. So that's what this is going to be dedicated to the rest of my life. But might take some fresh pictures today. Don't know, I do have some pictures. And here's the Master Mechanic, which is kind of nice. I do like those colors. They look pretty cool. One more view of that. There is still some deep scratches. But as you can see, it's pretty nice how you can see through these screwdrivers. Master Mechanic, I determined that is Master Mechanic. This is Mechanic. Okay, we'll pause here because of the battery symbol. Still, this one too, you can speak. This will be a carburetor jet one too, because it's so nice and narrow. So we got 2 of them dedicated. So we'll pause, we'll change our battery. Happens every time we go to video. You can rant again about that. I just need to start with a fresh battery each time. So hang in there. We're already 3 minutes in here. We haven't got anything done. Okay, we took a longer break we wanted to. Wait for the neighbor's lawnmower to get a little further away. I will not mow with wet grass. I refuse to. If my yard needs mowed, I am not mowing wet grass, getting it stuck under my mower and have to clean it. I never have to clean my mower if I mow when it's dry. Found this at Dollar Tree. And this is what it is. Paper towel holder. Now, excuse my French, but I think that is French. Support a paper essuie towel. I'm not even going to try that one. So I know that is support like a holder. That is for paper. That would be what a towel is in French, wouldn't you say? I don't know no French. Okay. Just winging it. What can I make out of this? And I have enough barbecue grates. So I don't need that. I mean, I welcome all the suggestions. I mean, you can take these rods out and put them in a stick for hot dogs, roasters. I've got 2 of those laying around where I just take chrome sticks. As long as you don't burn this stuff, it's not going to be poisonous. If you roast a hot dog, the best way to cook hot dogs, you ever see people put them on a fork this way? No, put them on this way, and you could spin it and get more of a control on cooking it. What can I do with this? I mean, I suppose first was definitely they could shove this in the ground and have this top to put a pot or pan on in the campfire. But I wasn't going to buy 2 of them. I may go back and buy another one if my brain thinks it's something I need 2 of them for. But something unusual for $1. I mean, that's a 6-inch circle and a 3-inch. So just so you know the size of it. So just another little gadget. Then I found something really nice. This is not blue glass. If you look underneath it, it is going to be white with some kind of paint. Happy. I always snip that stuff in the stores. Comes with a cork. Don't put it out with a cork. Blow it out first. Is it still lit? Well, it's hard to see on camera. Then put your cork on real quick so you don't smell the stinky old smoke. But doesn't smell too bad. I mean, it's not too perfumey. Is that a word? Perfumey. Make up your own. Anyway, we're going to go straight into the fishing magnet here. Here's the glue I used. And you could use silicone. That's what I prefer. I fixed shoes with that before. So, here is the fishing magnet project so far. Here's my hook. This is kind of a hangman's knot. Hate to say words like that. It's kind of morbid. There is a different name for this. It's just wrapped a few times. I'm not going to show how that knot's made. This is a Sprite flavored soda bottle, which fit the best. Some of this run down because when I put it in here like this, I was mushing it or getting it ready. Some was running down. And I tipped up, let it cure. Came back and filled this gap in, and this is set for probably 2 days. In the lid, I just squirted a whole bunch of hot glue from the hot glue gun. I should have used the actual sealer. Screwed the lid on real quick. I should have used the sealer because I don't think my lid went on all the way, my cap. But when you put it underwater, I tested the kitchen sink, and it's stainless sink, and I was stayed away from the drain. Believe me, I got stuck on the drain once. It was like, get it off there. I mean, this thing's pretty tough for a little magnet. Had some bubbles here. I had a little bit of moisture in it, but this is to help keep you out of the weeds, because where I'm going, there's a lot of seaweed. That's what I call it, even though it's a Midwestern pond lake. It kind of helps you get from getting stuck in the seaweed and stuff. So your eyeball ain't getting so full of, so it'll be easier to clean off. I think you know what I mean. Okay. I will be wearing gloves, any kind of latex gloves, and you will not see me doing this. I'm not criticizing you. Not see me doing this to get fish hooks off. I have a better idea. It was in a comment on someone's videos. Use an ice scraper. This had an advertisement. I took it off with some 1000 grit sandpaper and a pocket knife. Well, you can hardly tell what side it was on, huh? This is what I'll be using. Here's your edge. I'll be using this. And I'll have a bucket with me. I really don't need a 5-gallon bucket. But I'll be scraping my junk off with this. Okay? Non-magnetic. And doing my best to keep the garbage off of this. I plan on going. I want to use my truck. I don't get to do the lug nuts so well. It ain't going to hurt anything. But I might be taking my truck home myself. The first time, so I won't have a camera person. Maybe I'll get somebody to go next time with me and we'll have somebody run the camera. I will be taking my old camera. Runs on AA batteries. It's the old Canon 1400 whatever A shot. I will not be using this new one. Standing on a boat dock. I don't care if I got a string tied around my neck. I'm not taking my new one. Just like when I went fishing, I took my old cameras. There you go on that. There's some magnetic stuff on the table, like where the table legs come through. or where the board slid in here and there is screws in there. I can't figure out why it lists the towel. But it's pulling through the 3/4 inch. That's like 3/4 to 1 inch wood. Them screws, I don't know how far away they are. Well, the braces are under there in the metal. But I said, this is tougher to me than the one I paid double the price for. Okay, and that's that nice hook that came with the rope. I've only got 25 foot. I got 100 foot of rope. I will be taking some extra rope with me. Say in case I got stuck or something, I can add extra rope, maybe take another 50 foot, and I can walk from the boat dock back on the beach and kind of walk around, try to get it unstuck by getting some rocks. So I am looking ahead on that problem. You know, say I did get stuck on something, you got to pull opposite direction, because I'm not getting in the water. So there's enough of that. I said, there's my scraper. I drilled the hole out bigger for a reason, so I won't lose my scraper. And I will not be tying this. I keep thinking of Wile E. Coyote. I will not be tying this to my person, to my body. It will be hooked to the boat dock. I just have that cartoon nightmare where I got this around my waist or around my ankle, and a speedboat goes by. Just imagine this now. Snags on it, takes me off the dock, and believe me, I can't swim very well. Little at all. So I didn't even want that scenario in my mind, so we're not tying this to my body, okay? I'm not worried. There's no alligators around, but imagine a 100-pound catfish swallowing this thing. By the time he's got this down his gullet, gulp down, he's already taken off, and you're on the other end. That's why you always have a knife on your belt. Also, when you're on any rope, get tangled. I'm thinking something to cut fishing string with. I found these at a dollar store, floral snips. They will not cut no fishing string, even if you fold it over. They're only good for twigs. But for $1, don't pass this stuff up if you do gardening. It's to snip your dead roses off or trim your rose bush. And might as well show them. Here, let's just show these little things. We got enough time. See that little clip? Watch when I squeeze them. See how it opens up? Ain't that snazzy? Old word. Trimming your rose bushes. I mean, for $1. I'm gonna pass that up. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll take something else before we get out of here. I'm trying to make the videos a little bit shorter on Sunday, but give you more content. So, show you more stuff, but talk less. Okay, one last thing before we go. I messed this up. See how the pattern goes even and I messed up? I don't think I was winding it tight enough, but I just have a way of tucking this in at the top. And then super gluing, so there's super glue along here. So I want to get up real close on that. Then I just wrap it, and then when I come down to the bottom, I tuck it in again and put a bunch more super glue, crazy glue, whatever you want to call it. But I messed up. I got my pattern off. This is the patriotic whatever Tough Grid brand. I don't get paid to say any brands, but this is what I had. That blue and purple I made a cross out of one, several other little knick-knack doodads. Got a little box here. We'll get this out. This is the Tic Tacs. I take the center out, those white strands, so this will lay flatter. I kind of messed up. See what the glue can do? It'll change the color of it. You can pull the end of this off. It does come out. You know, so you put stuff in it. So you don't want to try to fit through the hole. But just something playing around with the stuff. See where it's popping up right there, and I mess with it. So it's kind of a fail. Now if you put some epoxy or something on here, you might make a knife handle do that. Put this on or put some epoxy on it. I've got that 2-part epoxy that I made the paperweight, if you remember that video, and I have not played with that stuff yet because I wanted to wait till it was warm out this time of year, not in the winter time. So fumbling with that. And like these are nice to wrap paracord around. They're kind of small in my hand. You wrap paracord around, they're just about right. I did show these. 75 cents a piece beats $1.50 a piece. You get 2 for the price of 1. Okay, I guess that's it for this week. I can't think of anything else. So, I want to thank you for watching, and look forward to me going out. I'm looking forward to it too. Going out and do some magnet fishing. I definitely want to get out there and do that. Because when it gets really hot out, I'm going to only be going like in the mornings. I'm not going to be out there in 100-degree weather doing it. So, stay tuned for that, and we're looking forward to seeing you show up next week.